Ah! Ah!
His was a little better. We're back.
Ah!
Yeah, what's up, man?
Tommy.
Let me sit tall, man.
Let's get tall. Good posture. Adjust it.
Chest up.
Yo, it's Friday.
It's Friday.
It's Friday. It's not Monday.
It's not Monday. It's not my favorite day, but I like Friday.
I like Friday too.
I love Monday. I like Friday.
Yeah, man.
Everything in between is like,
Yeah.
But it's Friday. We worked out this morning. I didn't feel like getting up this morning.
Yo. So I get here at 5:02. Okay. And
So 5:07.
E's waiting in the parking lot. Bobby's probably been there for like 15 minutes before me.
Yeah.
And I look at Bobby. I'm like, Bobby, I didn't want to wake up today. He's like, and he didn't say it, but he basically just looked at me and called me a B.
Yeah.
Which, yeah.
I'll tell
Which, I'm going to tell you, I felt that way. And that's the reason why I got up. I said, you know what? No. Got to get up.
Yeah. No, my alarm went off. I snoozed it. And I wanted to snooze it again, but I'm like, man. So I got up, shower, woke me up a little bit, but yeah, I did not want to work out this morning. But then I got here. John wasn't here. Decided to be a puppy this morning.
Always a puppy.
But Key, E, Bob, they were ready to go. Sam came.
He did show up.
He overslept, but he made it, which is good.
You know what? I was proud of him for that. Because the thing is, I was wondering, was Sam going to... He sent the text. I wasn't going to answer the text. That he just woke up. He forgot to set his alarm. But I'm going to tell you, man, I respect that he just showed up.
Yeah.
He didn't try to... Yeah. He just got right to work.
Yeah.
He started bringing out his camera every 3 seconds. We're gonna have to talk to him about that. This isn't this isn't a shoot. We got work to do.
Yeah, but he pushed through and got it done. So,
yeah, he did.
Although he was late, he still showed up and did the work. So, but yeah, I don't mind recording here and there. But yeah, he definitely had
here and there. But dude, every 3 seconds, I'm like, dude.
Yeah, every movement doesn't need to be recorded there.
Not every movement.
But I get it. He posted some good content this morning.
No, he did. No, he did.
But man, speaking of this morning's workout, I don't know, man. I didn't feel like, maybe I was being a puppy dog, but like my single leg box jumps weren't explosive. I mean, I got through them, but I just feeling a little off this morning. But you have days like that, right? You know what I mean?
So I'm gonna tell you, bro. That's the difference between not a puppy dog and a puppy dog. Because man, like the days that you don't feel like working out. Those are the days that maybe you adjust and you modify a little bit, as long as it's not every day.
Yeah, for sure.
Right, but but we all have that, right? Like you just get up and you're not. Like, look, man. The other thing too is the weather is changing, and it's funny. Like, people talk about like weather changing. You're like, that's just an excuse. No. Like, listen, it's a different feel. So.
Yeah, I mean, like there's days where I'm sure you can attest to this, but there's days where like you're just so pumped to get after it and work out, and through the workout you just ride in this high of energy. And today was like one of those days where I just felt like I was just going through the motions. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
you got here
and got it done.
And you went through the motions. That's right. Listen,
so like that's what I think it's
it.
important for people to know that there are going to be days where whether it's your mind, your body, where it's just going to be like, I don't want to do this.
Yeah.
But
we all have them. No one's perfect. Listen, like the Instagram shows 5 a.m. crew worked out today. It doesn't, you don't know the battles that we're going through as well. So no one's perfect. We all deal with it. But, man, I think that's the other thing. We were kind of talking about this earlier. I don't want to bring up any names. But I do want to talk about this topic a little tiny bit we can change out if you want to. But it's funny, man. I was looking up a couple things, and there was someone who had a bio that was like back from the 70s on to today. And like this dude wrote all this stuff about all the things that he's done. And I'm gonna tell you, man, like the craziest part is no matter what you've done, if you're not innovating and doing more, like that's nice, you get a high five, right? But it means nothing for the people of today.
No, for sure.
Like, and I think I don't know, to me, man, I was looking through this and I just kind of sat there, I'm just like, I never want to be that person that just goes, yeah, but do you remember what I did? Like, do you remember what I accomplished?
Well, we live in a world that's, what have you done for me lately?
But that's what it is.
Yeah.
'Cause the thing is, this is like, you can get props, but if you stop innovating, then you're just, like, listen, man, like the first Apple, the first Mac, the first Macintosh computer, right, was a breakthrough. Like, it was crazy. What does it do for you today?
Nah, for sure.
My phone is 10,000 times more powerful, maybe more than that. I don't know. I'm not a tech guy, but a lot more powerful.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. And that's the thing. I think it's important, like you said. I'm sure I know exactly what you're talking about. I'm sure he's a very knowledgeable guy, but I've read it too, and it's actually history. Ancient history.
But that's the thing, right? Because when it comes down to it, right? Like because you have to continue to innovate and make things better.
Yeah.
So
and adapt with the times. I mean, and another thing I didn't particularly agree with was the
Yes.
I.
Yeah.
There was no testimonials. There was no like. It was a bunch of old, I'm talking 70s, 80s pictures. It wasn't anything new.
Yep.
While like, on one hand, I'm like, all right, the teachings, the technique, the knowledge from that time, yes, it can surely translate into today, but it's like, this is like this is all about you. You know what I mean? What have you done? What are you doing today for people? You know what I mean?
Man, I think we used to have bios on our site, and we got away from, for a bunch of reasons. But I think, like, look, man, one of the things I try to tell people when I meet with them is I've accomplished a lot. Like, I have a very strong resume behind me. Yeah. But if you don't connect with that person, no matter what you've done with other people,
it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter, right? Because the idea is can you connect with the person that you're working with? Can you give them what they need to be successful? Because again, it's leadership. Mm-hmm. Like, training field is specifically just leadership. And again, I don't want to just talk about that guy, because there's a bunch of people that, like, I had someone else that I remember years ago, I was talking to this one guy, wanted to bring him on staff, and he had an amazing resume, like top NFL wide receivers from like 2000, a couple of them, like I don't want to mention names, but basically from like 2000, he was a 2004 to like 2012 wide receiver in the NFL, but he had a bunch of these kind of guys. And he had so much, honestly, he was very good. He was very good. But that was even like a year or two before, and he didn't have anything new since then. And I'm like, but what are you bringing to the table? Yeah. Like, it's good that you did all these things back here, and I'm sure you're knowledgeable, but are you still ready to hustle? Because again, like, when it comes back to it, a lion in the jungle might be feared for X amount of time, right? If they've done some crazy stuff in the jungle. I'm making stuff up right now, but I'm just saying. But if you can't fight anymore, if you're not hungry anymore, then you get taken down.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Because there's someone younger, right?
Sure.
Someone more in shape, someone that's hungrier than you, and takes you down. And that's the reason why, man, like, it's you gotta keep building.
Yeah,
like, you have to keep building. You can't stop.
No, absolutely, brother. That we can go off into, the hungry dog runs faster. You know what I mean?
That's right.
And it's like, if you aren't continuously looking to grow, innovate, adjust, and adapt with the times, you're just gonna stay stuck in the past.
That's right.
And again, it's like, what have you done for me lately?
Yep.
Yeah, man. I actually want to talk a little bit more about that. So, when you talked about you got away from the bio, you've got this long track record. You work with many athletes, many everyday people. What is something that you do currently to connect with new clients and new members and keep up with the times? And like you said, it's not about necessarily what you've done, but it's about how you connect with your new clients.
So I can go a bunch of different ways. So in what way? What do you mean? Like how do I keep innovating?
Yeah, innovating. Yeah.
So I'll go here and you can adjust me if you need. But for me, it's, look, I think core principles, coming back to it, right? I think stuff that's good 5 years ago, 10 years ago, 20 years ago, foundationally, right? If the foundation is good,
Right.
that can't go away, right? So leadership is just leadership. Like that's not, you don't have to innovate leadership,
Right.
but you have to understand how to connect with the people that you're talking to so they understand that you're here to take them to the next level, right? That you are the person that's going to help them achieve success. Because not only, listen, yes, they pay you, obviously but more importantly, people are believing in you to develop very important time periods, right? Like kids in that 8 to 12, right? 12 to 16, like there's so many different like time periods that when a parent trusts you to work with their kid, right? You're talking about, I mean, listen, not everyone's going to make it to the highest levels, right? But unleashing the potential, but unleashing the potential, right, comes back to, did you work with someone that efficiently built you up and built you up in a good way, right? So being able to connect, being able to understand. So I think the biggest part for me, innovation-wise, is you got to continue to, training-wise, you got to continue to check, is your training, right? Does it have the core principles in it?
And that's so, and this may be in the most simple way possible.
Yeah.
When you talk about that, how do you go about that though? Like, you know, for let's use a man, right? Mm-hmm. Somebody like me, right? When I first came in, what did you do, right? If you didn't, let's assume we didn't know each other. What did you do to connect with me? Take a look at what I currently was working with and how you can lead and develop a program for me.
Well, here's the other part too, man, is the person that's coming in has to be open. Right? So like using you for example, like, I mean, you and I grew up, so I don't know if you want to go this way, but like, you and I grew up based off of the same type of thing, right? But then might be somebody else that comes in. So I knew that, like, you know, doing that type of training, right? Whether you did it before or not like that in a while, right? Whatever. I knew that you'd be up for it, right? And you were up for it, you know? But then you got people that it doesn't fit the culture, right? And that's the thing is like, there's gonna be people that come in, you sit down with, and no matter how good you are, like no matter what you do, they're just not interested, like they just don't connect, right? And that's where it comes down to, like, not everyone is gonna work. Like no matter how good you are as a coach, you're not going to be able to connect with everyone, which means that you're going to fail with that person, right? Because if they don't buy in 100%, it doesn't matter. So, you know, for me, it's this person coming in, are they open to this right now, right? If they're not, that's okay, right? I'm here for you. Let me know when you're ready. But I guess just coming back to it, I think innovation-wise, it's trying to bring whatever new is here, because people want the shiny toy. It's kind of like with kids, I hate to say it this way. It's kind of with kids where, like, not that I have kids, but it's kind of with kids where if you got to get vegetables in, right? So you throw some vegetables into the burger, right? To get them to eat some burger, right? So you focus in on the foundational importance, right? Like, what is the foundational movements? What are the things that you need to develop to create the athlete that you're looking for, right? Or a fitness person. What are the habits that we have to create to make sure that they're creating priority on those habits? And then from there, right, we still sprinkle in all the stuff that, like, you see on Instagram, like, you know, like, it's funny, kids think that we don't lift.
Yeah, I know.
And I'm
not
like,
only kids, parents.
Parents think that we don't lift. And I'm just like, yo, I love a bench press. Bench press is fun. It's a lot of fun. It brings me back to my high school days. It's fun, right? And you enjoy it too, right? But if we bench press all day, you don't need us. What you need us for is the developmental pieces, the foundational pieces. Once you have the foundation, now we throw that on there. So I don't know if I...
Now you covered it, yeah, for sure. Yeah, that works. I'm going to talk a little bit about bench, but finish up what you were going to say. I want to talk a little bit.
But bringing it all together is just that innovation doesn't have to be crazy, right? But the thing is, you have to be consistent. So coming back to all the things that we talked about, you don't have to be with the time specifically, but if you show results, the results come by understanding who your people are, right? Understanding how to connect with them, understanding what's needed, not staying in old times. Like if you know, just the basic like music in the room, right?
Yeah.
If you keep playing, I mean, you could build it that way, right? But people love when you adjust and try to keep up with the music that the next generation comes in with.
I mean,
Something as simple like that.
I think what I was, I think community, right?
Which
and
is
the results of the community will speak for itself, rather than where you have to do an autobiography of what you did 20, 30 years ago.
And here's the thing, right? Like I think, with anybody putting out what they've done, it's a nice place to start. That's cool. But what are you planning to do? Because to me, it's always past. What was your past? Oh, wow. You have a master's degree. You have a PhD. You've trained this person. You've done this. You've done that. Awesome. That is great. I'm excited for you. That means you put some work in, right? But what's your present look like, right? What's your future looking like? If you're just trying to chill now, this is the wrong place for you, right?
Absolutely.
We're just hungry dogs here.
Absolutely. No, man, yeah, I mean, even like, and that's, we're kind of talking about like, a large body of work over the years. But like, just when I think about TA Boxing and innovation and where we started at.
Bro.
And where we're at just 2 years later.
Amazing.
Especially with us now with the hybrid training program.
But I think that was the whole thing, right? We knew, like, when you and I jumped on this, right? We knew that there was something there. We started with boxing as your medicine, right? Boxing as therapy. Like, we didn't know what is, right? Like, we knew that, but we didn't put the pieces yet together.
Right.
And we maybe don't have the pieces all the way yet, but we're very close.
Oh, absolutely.
And the program, and it's needed. And like.
Yeah, for sure. No, absolutely, man. And I think
it takes time.
Well, yeah, exactly. And it's like you just continuously are tweaking, continuously are innovating, continuously trying to find ways to better the program, and just showing up consistently, doing the work, and just giving it 150% every time. And that way, organically, not only as a trainer, but the members, the brothers, the sisters, the community is just going to continue to grow. And like you said, we're right there, right there. So.
Bro, remember, if you take a look at like business statistics and just people in general that go off on their own, that are trying to create their own path, people quit within the first to 2 years. Like first year to 2 years, it's like most businesses fail. I think it's like 50, I don't know, it's like 50. It's somewhere between 56 and 80%, right? By the second year, like 95% are done, right? And a lot of it is, coming back to consistency, is do you understand what is your service? What is your product, right? Like, do you understand your community? Do you understand, like, there's so much to understand, and the only way you understand is by going into the jungle, right? Like, if we're going into a jungle and we're like, all right, no one nobody like opened it up. We're just hatching through the weeds or whatever's going on, right? There's bears. So like you and I can go from point A, like if we need to get from the bottom of the mountain to the top of the mountain, we can know that we need to get up there, but we first need to get from here to there, right? But, all right, cool. What's next plan, right? But we don't know what's going to hit us when we're at the next spot, and then the next spot, and then the next spot.
It's just like, you just have to have the know and the ability to adapt, pivot, shift.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Like, no matter what it is, just continuously growing, continuously tweaking. You know what I mean? And just push it forward.
Yeah.
For sure, man. Absolutely. That's a good analogy. The jungle, I like that.
Bro, it's funny how like everything does come back to like just the way it works. Like, you're only as great as you are if you're consistent and keep going, right? Once you stop, you forgot.
You talking about earlier, just even on the days where, I'm not gonna say bad days, but even on the days where you're not feeling your best.
Yes.
You just gotta show up and be consistent and like we know what works.
Yeah.
And that's just being there. That's, in my opinion, just showing up is a large part of it.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Yeah, man.
What are you gonna say about bench?
Oh, so that just made me think.
Mr. Three Plate over here.
So, Tuesday night at Hollydale, we had 2 teams in at once. We had 3 different workouts on the board. None of them said bench press heavy, right? These kids, they're at the age where all they want to do is bench press.
That's all they want to do.
That's like literally it. So it's a large group. 1 second, Pat. There's a large group of kids that are on the right side of the room, surrounded by the bench. It's just one guy benching and they're like rotating. So I watched for like 5 minutes. I'm like, I looked at the workouts on the board. I wrote 2, bang wrote 1. I don't see heavy bench anywhere. I see dumbbell bench press.
Yeah.
And then I saw barbell bench press.
2010s? 2010s?
Yes.
Yeah, I knew it.
Yeah. So I said, yo, fellas. I said, well, we just having a bench it up party?
Right.
I said, where does it say bench press heavy on the board? I said, reading is fundamental. Come back over here. I said, it says barbell bench press for speed. He's not doing that for speed.
Right.
That's his max. I was like, get off the bench. Let's get back to work. But that's all they want to do. All they want to do is bench press. It's like, no, not today.
Yeah, man. No, that's the thing, right? Like, and don't be wrong. Like, we all love it. It's a fun time. But
no, it is fun, man. But it's like, come on. That's all. You come in here twice a week, and all you want to do is bench press. No.
But that's the same thing as like when you're on the ice. Like, so we're talking about hockey players, right? So like when you're on the ice, if all you did was penalty shots, right? Like all you did all practice. No, you need the skating, right? You need all the skill work in between. You need all the stuff that you don't want to do necessarily. Right. But like, even though it's fun to go score goals, right? Yeah. But same thing. Bench is cool. Bench is fun. That's not going to make you better, right? Like that is like it's like a little pebble in a volcano. Exactly. Like does nothing. But
a lot of guys don't understand that though. But teaching.
That's right. Just developing leadership.
Yes, sir. All right, bro. Well,
listen, man. Beautiful Friday. Beautiful week.
Yeah, I'm ready for the
I'm glad we're on. By the way, I'm pumped because for a while my phone was broken. We were out of storage. We had so many little just technical issues, but now.
He's got a new 17.
Not fancy. I wish I had my 13 back. I love my 13, but I was running and my phone flew out.
All right, bro. It's nice. It's a nice phone.
I don't like it. It's fat. Dude, why is it so fat? If Steve Jobs saw this phone right now.
I'm gonna go get the Pro Max, so mine's gonna be fatter.
Dude.
I can't do the little phones.
See, I can't. I don't like I don't. It doesn't fit in your pocket.
Yeah.
So now it's like falling out. I'm like, plus I have a wallet on there, and it's a mess, man.
But now, yeah, definitely. So we got storage now. We got
consistency.
Latest and crispiest camera.
That's right.
And we'll be able to get them posted a lot faster now. We won't have all the
technical difficulties.
Yes.
We're in a flow now. Yeah. Don't you worry.
This is episode 8.
Is it 8? It's 8. I really liked our Zoom one last week.
That was a good one.
That was a good one.
Yeah, quick one.
You didn't see it yet, but it's about to be out.
We'll keep this thing rolling. We get to 10 and then, man, keep on.
It's the good stuff. Tommy.
What's up, bro?
Ah!